All right, thank you very much. Another day, another chapter. Today I'll be discussing chapter 11, which is testing your code, right? So, my navigator will be Litamile. So, in this chapter, you'll be learning right, how to write tests for functions and classes using tools in the PyTest module. You learn to write test functions that verify specific behaviors your functions and classes should exhibit. You saw how fixtures can be used to efficiently create resources that can be used in multiple test functions in a test file. Testing is an important function that many new programmers aren't exposed to. You don't have to write tests for all the simple projects you try as a new programmer, but as soon as you start to work on projects that involve significant development effort, you should test the critical behaviors of your functions and classes. You'll be more confident that new work on your project won't break the parts that work, and this will give you the freedom to make improvements to your code. If you accidentally break existing functionality, you'll know right away, so you can still fix the program easily. So this is pretty much a rundown on tests that you make. And yeah, so let's get to it, man. So you got a name, so you got a survey here, right? Oh, no. Right. So this adds functions, right? So you got define a question, make a survey question. What language did you first learn to speak? Language survey equals anonymous survey question. Language survey dot show question. So define a question and make a survey. Then show the question, store responses to the survey. It's got a while statement, written if statement. So while response equals input language. If response is exactly equal operator to Q, then you're gonna break the code language underscore survey dot store underscore response, right? Prints white space slash n print to the next line. Thank you to everyone participating in the survey. Language underscore survey dot show results. Right, so that's what you've got here. Python py. So this is your survey here. Language survey. Right, so this is a class method, right? So this class along its method works in unison with the survey that you've got. So these are the different methods, the parameters, variables, then yeah. So that's what you've got here. Then you got your for loop, right? Print f string response. So that's what you pretty much have, you know. Then same thing here. So you got a method here, right? So get method formatted name. Oh wait, okay, wait, hold on. What language did you first learn to speak? English, right? Xhosa, Zulu, Afrikaans, right? Okay. Then as soon as I press Q, it quits. Thank you to everyone participating in the survey, then it quits. So we got names here as well. So we got a method here, right? Got your method. So your method here is you got a right. So you got your method here. So from name, so you got importing. We can be importing everything from name function. We can import get formatted name. So print enter q at any time to quit. So we got while loop, right, which is true. So first equals input in white space, which takes everything over. Please give me a first name. If first equal strict equal operator Q, then break, right? But last input equals, please give me a last name. If last strict equal operator equals Q, then break. Format name equals get format name first last, print f string with tab. So this takes everything over to the right, right? So format name. So that's what happens. So that's your names, right? So this is pretty much your program for it. And then you got name function, right? Right, so you got get format name, then you got name function. So you got if else return same. So this pretty much sets up the if strings that you need to expect, right? So this is your method, right? And then you got if else statement. So your method, then you got parameters first, last, middle. Then if middle name, right? It's got full name that's equal to this f string. So you got if statement for middle. Full name equals f string first, middle, last. Then you got else statement. Full name equals f string first, last. Then full name dot title. So that's what you've got. Then you got names dot py, right? So, right, if first strict equal operator q break, last if last strict equal operator q break, first format name equals get formatted name first. Then you're gonna print out this f string. Python. Oh damn. Come on, man. Come on, terminal. Come on, terminal. Come on, man. Names.py. Right, so as you can see here, this is gonna get printed out. Right, please give me first name, Kabelo, middle name, or terminal, Xabendlini, me format name, Xabendlini, then I'm just adding like a generic surname for you. So as you can see here, what the T tab does is takes everything and moves it over to the right. So let's kill the terminal there. Move over to test name function. It's got a method, right? Then you got an empty parameter. Right? Do names like Janus Joplin work? Format name equals get format name. Janus dot has Joplin. So you pretty much got your method and empty parameter. So name strict equal operator equals Janis Joplin. So method test first last middle name. Names like Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's work. Format name equals get formatted name Wolfgang Mozart Amadeus a certain formatted name should equal operator Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. So that's what you've got, So yeah, and then you've got your parameter. Then you pretty much got format name, variable, and then your parameter. Then you got your functions there. Pretty much your parameters there, and then so format name should equal operator Janis Joplin. Then you got test survey. Then you got your methods, right? Input PyTest from survey input anonymous survey. Your methods, a survey that will be available to all test functions. What language did you first learn to speak? Language survey, anonymous survey, then return language underscore survey. Test store single response method. Then you got parameters. Then you got language survey dot store response English in language survey responses. Then dev test underscore language survey test that is single response should stored properly. Language survey dot store response equals English in language underscore survey dot responses test underscore store underscore three underscore responses language underscore survey test that three individual responses are stored properly. Uh, Responses normal Spanish Mandarin. Then got a for loop for four responses. So it takes pretty much takes our first variable name and gives us another one, right? And then language underscore survey dot stored underscore responses. Then four responses in the responses. I'm gonna get a search response in language underscore survey dot responses. So that's what you've got here. I want you to know. Right. Okay. So I was doing something here. Okay, okay. Alright, so I'm just installing PyTest now. I'm just installing PyTest and yeah. I'm just gonna unshare now. Alright, hold on. Come on now. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Right. So what you waiting for that, yo? So I'm gonna be using come on. No. So I'm gonna unshare my screen for now. It's just that it's slowing down, man. So as you can see, I use ChatGPT to pretty much define my code. So Python import PyTest from survey, import anonymous survey. So this is pretty much everything that I described has been described here in ChatGPT, same way that I described it, but it's been described discussed in ChatGPT. So yeah.